MENA showed up to Dusseldorf to play, sending both of their wildcard teams through to the group stages, as well as giving us a comeback for the ages. OCE and SSA both struggle a lot. And let's not forget that NA doesn't drop a matchup to EU. You heard that right. Let's go ahead and get down and do what it do. TLDR Wildcard Edition for the RLCS Championship. By the way, what it do, YouTube? I'm your boy Q, and I don't think many people would have been surprised that Complexity was one of the first teams playing for a qualification spot for that group stage. But I don't think people would have necessarily expected them to be playing G2, let alone to be beat by them. In a sweep nonetheless. Not that G2 wasn't expected to qualify by most people's predictions, but they only lost 3 games to SSG in their 7-game banger, and that's it. They had sweeps of both Limitless and Complexity. Now, our other team to qualify for the group stages without dropping a single series was Team Falcons, and they did so in historic fashion. I mean, reverse sweeps are hard enough to pull off an extended series, let alone a best of 7s. I mean, that rarely happens, right? And up until this past weekend, it had never been done before on LAN. But once the MENA Menaces got rolling, they had rattled off 4 straight, holding their regional counterparts to just 1 goal a game and locking their spot in for the group stages. Complexity would be able to rebound after their sweep loss to G2 and sweep Team Secret, earning their spot to groups as well. And Crew would actually sweep Twisted Minds, not only advancing themselves to group stages, but sending Twisted Minds to the 5th and final round. And after a struggle at the Spring Major, Space Station Gaming was able to advance to group stages, dropping only 1 series, although they did go to game 6 in 3 of their 4 series they played, but I mean, a win's a win, right? Now, we did see that Team Secret would be able to make it 2 for 2 when it comes to South American teams advancing from wildcards with their win against Elevate. And Twisted Minds would be able to prevent losing 3 straight series after winning their first 2 and qualified for group stages with their sweep over Power. And probably one of my biggest surprises of the entirety of Wildcard was Moist needing to go until round 5 to advance. And not just that, but it looked kind of scary for Moist deep into that series as well. But they would be the last team rounding out our advancing squads. So that's going to give us these brackets for our group stages for the main event, which will be kicking off on Tuesday. Y'all already know we're going to be vibing out over here with the community. Make sure if you want to be back for that, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and turning those notifications on so we can catch y'all right back here. But I do have 3 big takeaways from Wildcard that I want y'all to think about, and then let me know your opinion down in those comments below. Remember, those comments, as well as those likes that y'all hit down that bottom right-hand corner, those are the 2 things that help your boy out the most when it comes to growing the channel. But first things first, I'm the realest. But also apparently NA is also the realest. Not only did they qualify all 3 teams from wildcards, but they didn't drop a single series to any other region, even EU, where they went 2-0. And we actually saw OCE really struggled this weekend as well, unless they were playing against an SSA team who we're going to be talking about in just a moment. But outside of those series, I mean, OCE really struggled, failing to win a single series. They went 7-24. The fall off from the region on the international stage is crazy. I would say easily putting it at the bottom of the totem pole, only second to SSA. But of course, that region being in its infancy, so you can kind of understand why the talent in that region seems to sit where it's at currently. But I think this weekend just goes to show that we got to give SSA some more reps on the international stage, and not just at wildcards. That experience will allow the region to start to close the gap just a little bit. And at this point, I mean, give them one of the OCE slots, honestly. But I am really interested to know your thoughts, YouTube. Does SSA need a slot? Are they not ready yet? Is there a team from Wildcard Weekend that surprised you in either a good or a bad way? Let me know down in those comments below. We'll be back with watch parties throughout the event, and until we catch y'all back over here for the next one, man, don't forget, with everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere, game hard and love hard, all right, y'all? It's your boy Q, signing out.